Alright, this is Blacchus, also known as Will I Mine. Trying to make my first video. Trying to show you guys what I designed here, which I believe is the biggest, bestest, lowest laggedest ice machine maker in the world yet so far. I saw another design earlier today, and I'm going to post this video as a response to that one. It's very similar, but I designed this one earlier and it's better. But little secret, it wasn't this one. This is me trying to recreate the ice machine that I built on another server. That's because that server deleted the entire world that I built it in, which is whack. If you're a server admin and you delete worlds and your players didn't really want you to, especially if you promised them that you wouldn't, that's whack. Don't do that. Okay. Luckily, I was able to get a copy of the world download from said admin. We will not shame too hard. So now I can see that old design. It's kind of hard to see though. I did that on purpose. Oh, this is my skelly spawner. So let's go from skelly spawner over to ice machine using badass portal network. Oh yeah, this is not a crude safe channel. I can't help it. I'm going to be using some words. There are lots of words out there, and I'm going to use pretty much all of them. All the words. This is the portal to my ice machine. I didn't make that path. Somebody else did. Now, this was built on a server, but now it's local. It has been copied to my local machine. Down there on the floor is a big giant ice collection thing that I never really finished. I was going to put one of those glass item elevators at the bottom, but I didn't. This is the ice machine. It's incredibly huge, and lots of server admins, at first, they're like, no, it's going to crash my server, but it doesn't, though. It doesn't. Let me explain. Check out debug menu. I don't know if you can see my mouse or why I can't bring up the chat. Why can I not bring up the chat? Oh, because they disabled chat. Okay, that's cool. So anyway, this is the core of the ice machine. That there is one half of the output. Over here is the other half of the output. The design I saw today uses about 400 bud switches, exaggeration. This uses no bud switches. This is completely controlled by a hopper timer, cause lag. It's going kind of fast right now. I have it on like what? A quarter of a stack? No, I think I have a half a stack in there, because that's what it is. It's a half a stack. Okay. Let's eat some beef. So this part, anybody knows how to build an ice machine already knows how to do this. You expose some water to the sky in a cold biome. I realized I could probably have done this a little better, perhaps, because ice only forms next to an edge or something. I don't know. But the longer you let the hopper timer go for, because of that mechanic that I just mentioned, the more ice you're going to get per stroke. See, look, that one's not touching any edge, except kind of the edges above it, but it's water on both sides next to it. So, you got yourself a hopper timer on the other side. Here, you have a sticky piston and a regular piston in a row. It's 12 blocks long. It fits inside of a chunk. See that? Here is the edge of the chunk. There's no redstone beyond that point. And the chunk goes all the way across to this. Oh no! Disaster. Pardon my stupidity. Alright. So, hopper timer there. And the output of this hopper timer is really only every other time it goes off. It'll power. See, it turns on this guy and one above it. You see there's one in there. Can you see that? You see that little guy there? Now when this goes back the other way, we're gonna get a redstone impulse. Oh my god! I'm alive. It's okay. So, timing is super everything here. So the first thing that actually gets triggered is not any of these. It's over here. Use some repeaters to set up the delay, and good luck with that. Have fun, kids. So this gets picked up by the repeater. Now if you looked real close there, you would have seen a little redstone dust on the top of this go off. I'm going to make this go faster by removing a bunch of the contents of these hoppers. I'm going to take off half of them. So let's get the 32 and take off. And don't die. Alright. Okay. So now it should go twice as fast. There it goes already. So these get powered. Okay. That just gives it enough juice to get across. Now, that redstone there is lying. It should go in all four directions. Glass does not interrupt a redstone connection. So, even though it looks like it, you can see it got powered. So, the obsidian here will power these regular pistons only once they've been pushed over above this row, where that ice is, by the sticky pistons. This impulse is really short. Okay? That's because when the sticky piston pushes that over, it has to extend and retract very quickly. Well, at least faster than this one. So this one has a pulse extender on it. See, it goes up here, and then the signal goes both ways, up and up. The trick with slabs won't let the signal go down, which is probably important. And it extends the thing by what? 2, 3 ticks there? So the sticky pistons stay extended for long enough that the regular pistons can extend, retract, and then be pulled back. If they're still extended when the sticky piston retracts, they'll stay over there. And that will not allow ice to form, and it's just stupid. Plain stupid in the world. We don't need it in Minecraft, alright? Just keep that in mind while you watch my videos. This is Blacchus. Alright. So, that first impulse that comes directly off of the hopper timer on the other side, the redstone torch that was on the side of the quartz block, the very first thing it does is power these guys there. See those guys? Powers them because if they went afterward, this thing would just get jammed up. Alright? Let me try to explain that from the other side, where you can see. And I just tried to edit a video. I ain't trying to play that. That's annoying. You guys are just going to have to deal with my vanilla video. Okay, so this is the first thing to receive a pulse. Okay, it is just that one repeater on the other side, but I can't see it from there. So what these do is push sideways, the ice blocks that have just been formed. Except not really. Okay. When we get a good angle here, this is ridiculous. Well, I can't. So up there are the sticky piston and single and regular piston double extenders that actually push down. The function of that is to leave the water exposed to the sky. But just a fraction of a second before that one goes off, if you watch, the pistons on the left are going to go off first. Well, I think they do. They're supposed to. Point being that, let me get some ice in my hand here. On a server, this kind of contraption will glitch out a lot. So let's say that things didn't happen at the right timing and the blocks got kind of stuck. Okay? Say this got completely jammed up. Well, these pistons would push that, and if it wasn't obsidian, they'd break it, and it has a redstone current going, which I'll show you later. So you see, because it got jammed up, this block wasn't able to go. But it didn't break the machine. It will catch up. And because that's a double piston extension on the right there, it's going to work. It's got to do this back and forth thing, or else there's no room for your redstone. As far as I can tell. Totally open to being corrected on that. So this row here gets activated first so that there's room for the pistons above to shoot the newly formed ice down. Because or else it's not going to work. Or else it'll miss opportunities if the whole thing gets blocked up. Then this double piston goes off. And the simple way that I made sure it goes off after everything else is that the current has to first go past one row to get that. And if you're not good at redstone, this is not the video for you. If you're good at redstone, make a better video. For the people who aren't good at redstone, so whatever. Alright. So the signal goes across the top of a row of obsidian that is right there. This repeater gets the charge off of it and sends it up here, which goes over here, and goes a few places, it looks like. Powering some pistons. There are pistons over there. That is the timing of the top part. The double extended pistons are right there. Similar timing here. The sticky pistons on top have to remain extended while the regular pistons on the bottom are moved, extended, retract. Then the pistons on the top, the sticky ones, can retract, pulling the regular pistons with them. After all of that, the signal makes it past all those contraptions and goes down this little spiraling staircase. Well, it doesn't spiral, but it goes down here and sets off this wall of pistons, which pushes this stuff over. And this thing is friggin' efficient. Let me just tell you that. You can AFK here, and you can have a ton of fun doing nothing. Later building floating water devices and whatever. Just listen, that's up to you what you do with this. So, there it is. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. I win. I made the best ice machine. I like to play with the ice machine. Ice machine is cool. Check this out. I thought that was a creeper. Oh wow! Okay, check it out. Make a little staircase. No. Once it goes off, it disappeared the staircase that I made and reappeared it over here. I've been gnawing away at this thing, so it does make one nice little solid block if you get rid of all of it. but my silk touch pick is about dead. And I ain't about to make you guys wait while I enchant one. But, you know, I let the machine completely fill up, and then when it does, because of the double pistons, just that one set of double pistons on each side, it does not jam, it does not break. But the idea was that you could just gnaw away at the whole half of it, and then all the ice would fall down here. Just like this. And somehow get collected. I never perfected this part, because this server got shut down. But look at it. I love playing with water. Look at that. Come on. That's just bragging rights. Alright? Okay? You got me? We good. Bragging rights, bragging rights, bragging rights. And that is the thing. If anybody would like a tutorial on how to build it, well, I don't know. Go subscribe to my Twitch channel so I get paid to do that for you. How about that? Alright? I'm going to make another video about another thing that I invented. But I just want you guys to get a nice view of this machine. Kind of help put it in perspective for you. I'm one of those hardcore purists that does not like to change a single block in a natural environment. And then I go find the natural environments that are most likely to kill you just because you will fall off. So that's what you get there. And these are cool because they will randomly freeze and melt again, which I think is really cool. You don't have to agree, but that would just make you a noob. Alright, so here you can kind of see the whole thing. You do not have to build the floating lake unless you want to be, you know, on my level. But that block will completely fill in, which I believe is 12 by 13 by 13. And that's 12 by 13 by 13. So that's 24 by 13 by 13, which is a lot. Let's see how much that is. I'm doing this on my screen over here. 12 times 2 times 13 times 13 gives you 4,056 blocks of ice. I think that's a lot. What do you think?